If you are current, you are going to discover that there is high rate of insecurity along the borders of Nigeria and Cameroon. High rate of insecurity that the citizens along the borders, they don't know what to do. They are living in fear every blessed day of their lives. And the question is why? Why is it that Nigeria and Cameroon allow their borders very porous? Why is it that there is high rate of insecurity there? Because of poor governance in these two countries. But what is the solution is what TFA Talking Point is very interested in it. And today we are talking about the solution. What can be the solution? If you look at Cameroon and Nigeria as the map, as I put it there like that, you discover that there is a red portion there. That red portion like that is British Cameroon during colonization. And these people, they were all together for 45 years. But out of selfish interests, United Nations being manipulated by Britain and France, decided to divide these people, distribute them as if they have no ancestor, as people without parent, as piece of cake. And today, we are where we are today. And how can that mistake be corrected? That is why I am calling on the United Nations to go back to the mistake they committed, the atrocity, the calamity they committed in 1961 and correct it. If they correct it, there will be peace within this place. There will be peace within. How can they correct it? They should correct it by allowing British Cameroon to vote for their independence without any influence. That is the only solution to this problem. I'm talking British Cameroon, British Northern Cameroon, and British Southern Cameroon. Because this, when they granted independence to Nigeria on 1st October 1960, it was a separate country. There was no part of British Northern Cameroon attached to it. They allowed British Cameroon alone. And then they came this way. And on the 1st of January 1960, they granted independence to French Cameroon. And these people, that red portion was left alone to fight for their own. And when they started fighting for their own independence, United Nations, because of the influence of Britain and France, decided to ask these people to achieve independence by joining others. And then I keep asking this particular question every blessed day. Which of the United Nations Trusteeship Council, a trust country, a territory, achieve independence by joining others? There was no one. Only British Cameroon was asked to do that. People who have been together for 45 years with their own culture, with their own language, with their own system, with their own educational system, judicial system, were forced one day, because of the atrocity and the wickedness, the selfishness of powerful nations, to join Nigeria and Cameroon. And today, this place is not in peace. Because when they went to Nigeria, Nigeria considered them as second-class citizens. When British Southern Cameroon came to Cameroon, Cameroon considered them as second-class citizens. And from 1961, they have been treated as second-class citizens, being manipulated upon, maltreated, marginalized, oppressed, and repressed. And these people became angry. And those in British Southern Cameroon decided to stand up and fight for their freedom. And those in Northern Nigeria, I don't know what they are doing, but they are fighting. Because one Nigeria professor said that the children of the poor you refuse to train today will not allow you live in peace. Because when they went to Nigeria, British Northern Cameroon, the Nigerian government decided to classify them as second-class citizens, marginalize them, and they are treated as second-class citizens, not allowed in all that kind of freedom. They were not well trained, no proper education. They wanted to just assimilate them into the system. And many of them were left out, frustrated, poor. And the poverty is now manifesting because they have to live. They have to survive. And those without good moral standard amongst them have to cause atrocity involved in crime in order to survive. And what is the solution? If these people come together and say, from your own country, out of their frustration, out of the things they have gone through, they will live together. They understand their poverty, they understand their misery, they understand their hardship, and they will live together, and there will be peace along the border. This Boko Haram we are talking about, if you look Boko Haram between Cameroon and Nigeria, it is still linked to British Northern Cameroon. It is still linked to British Northern Cameroon. Linked to British Northern Cameroon. So I am calling on the United Nations to look into this. If truly this organization was created to maintain peace, they should look into this issue. Why is it that they allowed Britain and France to influence them and force these people to be divided? And the answer will be the solution in our land. If this is our first time journey to have a talking point, the only thing we are pleading is for you to share this video. We just want our voices to reach the United Nations, where they can take concrete decisions. Presently, the president of the United Nations General Assembly is a Southern Cameroonian. I believe he is still having a conscience within him. I believe his ancestor will still be haunting him to do the right thing. That is my prayer. This British Cameroon should be granted independence as a country. And the trouble in Nigeria, the insecurity in Nigeria will reduce, the insecurity in Cameroon will reduce, and these people will live in peace.